time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. No, I can fight. I'ma keep doing whatever I want. They try to take my spot, better than they gonna fail, they gon' flop. Every time I go hard, they wanna talk to me out of my line. Better know I cannot flop. I'ma keep doing whatever I want. I know I'm on top. I know I'm gonna be number one. I know I can't lose. I know I done did it all. But I know I cannot flop. I'ma keep going, that's what I'm about. But I know I'm on top. I know I can't ever be on top. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I can't. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I can't. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I can't. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I can't. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. Gotta keep on right off. They wanna take my show. Every time I know you won't notice. I'ma keep going and put it. I know that I can't fight, but I'm gonna keep going though. I know that I cannot move this. They wanna take me and notice. Baby, try to go. Watch me take a step. I know I can't lose. That was never my bet. Every time I'm going up, you know what I'm about to do. They wanna count me out, but look what I got. Cannot stop, I cannot stop, I cannot stop, I cannot stop. I had to stay on my goals. I cannot fight because I cannot choose. Now I will do what I want. I cannot fight because I will not lose. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. 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 I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. I can't stop.
How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending to know and fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even. I don't make the rules, I just play my part. And I came in tools, but I left with flaws. No, I cannot lose, I am with the squad. If I change my views, got a change of heart. Fuck what they say, no I don't play. Came in the game with 2 hands, I was praying. Fuck all the hate, I don't complain. I can relate to the hate, I'm just saying. Got brand new drip, I'ma need a bigger wallet. I'ma keep going, I don't think that I can stop it. If I ever stop it, it's cause my heart's stopping. I'ma keep moving, I can't waste time wildin'. I cannot ride with the fake cause I know that they all perpetrate now. I cannot make no mistake, if I do, I know they gon' try to take me down. I will keep riding my goons, I cannot be seen riding with you clowns. I will keep going up north, I cannot go down south of the ground now. How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending to know and fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even. When I drip, I pour. I know I need more. I look wet like this. Feel like I'm a fish. Fuck what they been on. I'm the next one. I want me a talk. Talking million. I hear them talking, but really I'm numbing them out because I don't pay mind to them. I'ma keep going, I'm confident. I know where my conscience going. They cannot doubt our confidence. Me and my squad just caught the win. I might have to go and hop the fence if they are not gonna let me in. I cannot stop, I don't have no feelings. I cannot talk, I don't want no dealings. I cannot sit and listen to opinions. I wanna get up and go get some millions. When I wake up, I feel like a genie. Yeah. When I watch what I made, feel like Phoenix. Yeah. I don't know why Perry went mysterious. Yeah. I just know I'm too fast and too furious. How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending and know it, fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gonna meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even.
Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. Can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. Can't stop. No. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. Can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. Can't stop. No. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. Can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. Can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. Can't stop. I know I cannot fight. I know I cannot fight. Can't stop. No, I can fight. I'ma keep doing whatever I want. They try to take my spot, but I know they gonna fail, they gon' flop. Every time I go hard, they wanna talk to me out of my line. But I know I cannot flop. I'ma keep doing whatever I want. I know I'm on top. I know I'm gonna be number one. I know I can't lose. I know I done did it all. But I know I cannot flop. I'ma keep going, that's what I'm about. But I know I'm on top. I know I can't ever be on top. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't flop. I can't. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't flop. No. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't flop. I can't. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't flop. No. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't flop. I can't. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't flop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't flop. I can't. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't flop. Gotta keep on right off. They wanna take my show. Every time I know you won't notice. I'ma keep going and potent. I know that I can't flop. I'm gonna keep going broke. I know that I cannot move this. They wanna take me and notice. Baby, try to go. Watch me take a step. I know I can't lose. That was never my bet. Every time I'm going up, you know what I'm about to do. They wanna count me up, but look what I got to get. Cannot flop, I cannot flop, I cannot flop, I cannot flop. I had to stay on my goals. I cannot flop because I cannot choose. Now I will do what I want. I cannot flop because I will not lose. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. 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 I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop.
can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending to know it, fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even. I don't make the rules, I just play my part. And I came in twos, but I left with fours. No, I cannot lose, I am with the squad. If I change my views, got a change of heart. Fuck what they say, no I don't play. Came in the game with 2 hands, I was praying. Fuck all the hate, I don't complain. I can relate to the hate, I'm just saying. Got brand new drip, I'ma need a bigger wallet. I'ma keep going, I don't think that I can stop it. If I ever stop it, it's cause my heart's stopping. I'ma keep moving, I can waste time wildin'. I cannot ride with the fake cause I know that they all perpetrate now. I cannot make no mistake, if I do, I know they gon' try to take me down. I will keep riding my goons, I cannot be seen riding with you clowns. I will keep going up north, I cannot go down south of the ground now. How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending to know it, fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even. When I drip, I pour. I know I need more. I look wet like this, feel like I'm a fish. Fuck what they been on, I'm the next one up. I want me a talk, talking million. I hear them talking but really I'm numbing them out because I don't pay mind to them. I'ma keep going, I'm confident, I know where my conscience going. They cannot doubt our confidence, me and my squad just copped a win. I might have to go and hop the fence if they are not gonna let me in. I cannot stop, I don't have no ceilings. I cannot talk, I don't want no dealings. I cannot sit and listen to opinions. I wanna get up and go get some millions. When I wake up I feel like a genie, yeah. When I watch what I made feel like Phineas, yeah. I don't know why Perry went mysterious, yeah. I just know I'm too fast and too furious. How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending to know it, fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even.
Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. No, I can flop. I'ma keep doing whatever I want. They try to take my spot, but I know they gonna fail, they gon' flop. Every time I go hard, they wanna talk to me out of my line. But I know I cannot flop. I'ma keep doing whatever I want. I know I'm on top. I know I'm gonna be number one. I know I can't lose. I know I done did it all. But I know I cannot flop. I'ma keep going, that's what I'm about. But I know I'm on top. I know I can't ever be on top. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I can't. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I can't. I know I cannot flop.
can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending and know it fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even. I don't make the rules, I just play my part. And I came in twos, but I left with fours. No, I cannot lose, I am with the squad. If I change my views, got a change of heart. Fuck what they say, no I don't play. Came in the game with 2 hands, I was praying. Fuck all the hate, I don't complain. I can relate to the hate, I'm just saying. Got brand new drip, I'ma need a bigger wallet. I'ma keep going, I don't think that I can stop it. If I ever stop it, it's cause my heart's stopping. I'ma keep moving, I can waste time wildin'. I cannot ride with the fake cause I know that they all perpetrate now. I cannot make no mistake if I do, I know they gon' try to take me down. I will keep riding my goons, I cannot be seen riding with you clowns. I will keep going up north, I cannot go down south of the ground now. How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending and know it fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even. When I drip, I pour. I know I need more. I look wet like this, feel like I'm a fish. Fuck what they been on, I'm the next one up. I want me a talk, talking million. I hear them talking but really I'm numbing them out because I don't pay mind to them. I'ma keep going, I'm confident, I know where my conscience going. They cannot doubt our confidence, me and my squad just caught the win. I might have to go and hop the fence if they are not gonna let me in. I cannot stop, I don't have no ceilings. I cannot talk, I don't want no dealings. I cannot sit and listen to opinions. I wanna get up and go get some millions. When I wake up I feel like a genius, yeah. When I watch what I made feel like Phineas, yeah. I don't know why Perry went mysterious, yeah. I just know I'm too fast and too furious. How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending and know it fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of they friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even.
Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. Every time I'm on the ground, I go and figure out how to get up. I know I cannot stop. I know I cannot stop. I can't stop. I know I cannot stop. I know I cannot stop. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot stop. I know I cannot stop. I can't stop. I know I cannot stop. I know I cannot stop. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot stop. I know I cannot stop. I can't stop. I know I cannot stop. I know I cannot stop. I can't stop. I know I cannot stop. I know I cannot stop. I can't stop. I know I cannot stop. I know I cannot stop. I can't stop. No, I can stop. I'ma keep doing whatever I want. They try to take my spot, but I know they gonna fail, they gon' flop. Every time I go hard, they wanna talk to me out of my line. But I know I cannot flop. I'ma keep doing whatever I want. I know I'm on top. I know I'm gonna be number one. I know I can't lose. I know I done did it all. But I know I cannot flop. I'ma keep going, that's what I'm about. But I know I'm on top. I know I can't ever be on top. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I can't. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. I can't. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. I can't stop. No. I know I cannot flop.
cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. Can't stop. No. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. Can't stop. I know I cannot flop. 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 Can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. Can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. Can't stop. I know I cannot flop. I know I cannot flop. Can't stop. How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending and know it, fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of their friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even. I don't make the rules, I just play my part. And I came in tools, but I left with flaws. No, I cannot lose, I am with the squad. If I change my views, got a change of heart. Fuck what they say, no I don't play. Came in the game with 2 hands, I was praying. Fuck all the hate, I don't complain. I can relate to the hate, I'm just saying. Got brand new drip, I'ma need a bigger wallet. I'ma keep going, I don't think that I can stop it. If I ever stop it, it's cause my heart's stopping. I'ma keep moving, I can waste time wildin'. I cannot ride with the fake cause I know that they all perpetrate now. I cannot make no mistake if I do, I know they gon' try to take me down. I will keep riding my goons, I cannot be seen riding with you clowns. I will keep going up north, I cannot go down south of the ground now. How can I trust me an enemy when their identity tend to be pretending and know it, fabricating? Stay in your lane, I'm made like king. I'ma go off, I'm doing my thing. When I needed help, they said nothing. When I go up, they gon' say they all in. I cannot trust them or none of their friends. I cannot trust them cause they the villains. Pray that I'm gon' meet my love in the end. I do not read none of my DMs. Had to go hard for a whole weekend. I will go hard, you gon' think that this porn. I will go all night, I need to get more. I cannot stop even when I am peaking. I'ma keep going until I get even.
True, this can't be true. Test, test. Test. Can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah, but I think my voice is delayed, isn't it? Like you can hear the audio, but it doesn't sync up with my mouth. Is that true? Is that what's going on right now, or is everything good? Testing, syncing, 1, 2, 3. Is it synced? 1, 2, 3. No, I think it's good. I don't know if no means yes or no means no. If you mean like it's good or not. Okay, cool. Let me try one thing real quick. Damn, that messed up my intro. What's good, y'all? What's happening? I was saying let's go. We're back for another installment. It is your boy, Wazzy. And someone asked if this song is released. Actually, not even someone. That's my guy, Sebas. Shout out to you, man. That song is released. It's either Can't Flop or it was Enemy. So it was one of those in the intro. I said no when you said is it not in sync. So yeah, it's fine. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm not gonna do anything about it. All right, awesome, guys. What's going on? I'm ready. I'm back for another installment, and I'm ready to get the show on the road. I've been itching so I can get this started. I'm ready to knock out this list right here. I just spent some time rebranding this stream. Now it's officially called the Anarchy WoW Development stream. I need a soundboard. Woo! I need like a soundboard to clap it up. So if you guys imagine some large audiences clapping it up, because this is now the official Anarchy WoW Development stream. Let's do it. This is part 5. Welcome back to part 5. And if we remember, last time we left off exactly Okay, that is real disrespectful, Mike. Damn, technical difficulties like crazy right now. Can y'all hear me? Is this okay? Is this good? Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, awesome. I said that if you remember last time, let me redo that. Because that did not look good. I said if you remember the last stream, we ended right there where we just did the first world boss, and now we have him spawn. He's doing his thing. He's kind of glitching out. I know how to fix that. Don't worry about that. His name is Cryotherian, and we're gonna be working on him today, or her. I really don't know yet, but we're gonna be working on them. And basically, if you look at this list right there on the screen, we got world boss. So we need to create the loot and also create the items for the loot itself. So that's what's going on today with this world boss. And then I'm also, sorry, I'm kind of under the weather, by the way, so I'm a little bit under the weather. Kind of hard to talk, but it's getting cold like crazy. After the world boss, I'm trying to get to the elite bosses. I'm trying to do those today too. There's probably going to be 4 to 5 of them, and if there's time, I'm really trying to smash in the challenges. At least like one challenge. There's also gonna be a challenge for probably also 4 to 5 challenges. Everywhere there's an elite boss is probably the same area that I need to make a challenge for. So probably 4 to 5, and that is what's gonna be going on. But before we really dive into it, how are y'all doing? Thank you for being here. Welcome. It's time to get ready. But how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. Doing good under these weather situations too. Because I know I'm still wearing this. I really don't. I like the cold, but somehow I don't feel cold, but I still get a cold, if that makes any sense. But yeah, hope you guys are doing good, guys. Hope you guys are good. Because I'm excited to get into this. I got my Cave Light. Great. Made some good progress on my custom talent system for TS WoW today. That is epic. That is really fire. Awesome to hear, man. That's really what I like to hear. It's working on what you got going on, getting the progress going. I actually really love to see what you did for the talent system. If you have a way to share that out, if you're doing like any links or anything like that, feel free to push it in. Would be dope to see it. And yeah, Minx, I hope you're good too. Hope you're doing good too, man. I'm excited to get into this. I got with me some green tea to get started, and this video is not sponsored, and I don't usually recommend eating this stuff, but I got a little bit of Feastables on me. I'm not even gonna lie. I got a little bit of Feastables. I'm like one of the only people that I know that actually likes Feastables. I think these are great. I'm not gonna lie. Not even sponsored. I should be getting sponsored for this. Mr. Beast, hit me up. That'd be fire. But yeah, I got a little bit left that I'm gonna eat sometime today. That's what I got on me to prepare. And my favorite Counter-Strike team is winning right now, so that's great too. Yo, Counter-Strike, that's epic. I have not played Counter-Strike in years. In years, bro. It's been a long time. The Counter-Strike, sure, we'll shoot you a DM in Discord in a minute. Yeah, definitely. Shoot me that link. Would love to see it. And let me actually just close Discord from my computer. I'll still see it on my phone, but from my computer, just to not leak anybody out there, in case they're not trying to be all up in there. Now, really trying to, honestly, I don't feel comfortable using my microphone here. The settings that I have on right now, I kind of want to see if I can get that other version working. Something tells me, maybe I'm being like too much of a perfectionist on this, but I'm pretty sure my voice is not 100% in sync with my video. That at least that's in my experience. So let me see. If it takes more than 30 seconds, I'm moving on. We gotta be crucial how we use time here. Okay, so let's see. Let me see if I can do something about this. Boom. Oh, wait a second. Oh, never mind. Actually, no. I think it is right. It seems in sync for me. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think you're right. I'm tripping. It is correct. The settings are the way they should be. It wasn't earlier. Okay, awesome. Now, I don't know if you can see, but my hair is like crazy wet right now, and I wish I could do something about that. But yeah, just hopped out the shower, trying to be fresh. All right, y'all ready to get into this? I know I am. Are you guys? I'm ready to get this world boss out of the way. Put my glasses on. That's how you know it's serious. That's how you know it's work time. When the glasses are on. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get straight up into it. So, before I even... I just said let's get into it. But before I even get into it, I need to actually show y'all one thing. It's been bugging me for a minute, and I'm kind of glad to get this out of the way. I'm not going to share my screen just yet, so give me a second and I will show you what I'm talking about. I am excited to finally have this ready for Anarchy. And it's for you guys watching who already played Anarchy, it's not that big of a deal. But for future people playing Anarchy for the first time, or even WoW servers for the first time, this is a better way to maneuver. So here's what I got going on for y'all. Okay. Sent you the screenshot via Discord DM. Still heavily work in progress though. No, that's awesome. I'm excited to check it out. That would be great. Here, I'll check it out in just a few. Actually, crazy excited for it. I always like to see new stuff going on. I was just on WoW modding like yesterday, just scrolling through the show-offs and releases, private server lists, stuff like that, just catching up. I don't do that too often, so I was like, let me see what's going on. Some cool stuff out there. Some really cool stuff out there. I saw someone made like a chat GPT AI, but specifically for World of Warcraft servers. So it's like trained on that. And I was like, that is insane. I've never used that before, but I actually am gonna try to use it eventually for something. And maybe I want to stream this. I first try to rebuild the original talent window as good as possible, and afterwards I'll rebuild my custom stuff into it. Yeah, that AI is nice for some stuff. Yeah, for real. I hear what you're saying. And yeah, I'm really excited to check out the talent window. I definitely get it. So you're trying to make the original one first, and then your own custom stuff. I mean, sometimes you got to reverse engineer what's already there and then go from there, right? So I definitely get that. That AI, I think it was called like AI, like WoW Emulation Assistant. I think that's what it was called. That's fire. That's super fire. Now, what I'm gonna try and do one day is make my own playable race, like from scratch. Now, I already have Ogre and Arakoa and Jinyu. Those are new models, but I did not do those myself. I like, what's the word for it? I forgot the word for it, but it's like when you seek third-party help. So I did, there was a word for it. I completely forgot. I basically got another developer to do it, and I paid him for it. Outsourced. Yeah, I guess outsourced. Yeah. There's another word I was thinking of, but sure, outsourced works. I outsourced those models, but I once tried to make a Murloc playable. This is way before it was actually playable. Again, I forget the server name. I think Azeroth at War. Shout out to them. They're doing some really cool stuff too. They made Murlocs playable, and way before that, like years ago, I was trying to do one. And I didn't get it working though. I can show y'all a picture though of how far I did get it to go. I was making it like fully with animations and everything, so I based it off the troll model. And that some of you guys, if you're in the Discord frequently, you probably already know it's Kermit the Murloc. That's what it's known as now. But it was my attempt to make a real Murloc from a troll model, and it worked out pretty good. They're both like hunched and they got their thing going on. But let me show y'all what it is I wanted to show you about Anarchy really quick. Alright, I'm gonna just share my screen. Boom. So I'm here on the server computer, and I got the client in there. It is officially, I'm basically gonna, okay, hold on, let me hide it one more time. Sorry, I'm all over the place in the stream. I don't know what's going on, but let me do something real quick. What I did was I finally got our own client uploaded so people can download the original Wrath client without going to any other site, because the link on our website was broken. It used to be wowdl.net, but then that site just happened to shut down like 2 weeks after I got familiar with it. And I had to, just now, I fixed that problem, so we have our own download. I uploaded the client that I use personally, so I know it works. And I already put the WoW EXE in there, and I cleaned it up, and there's already the AIO add-on in there. So there's some stuff that already come prepackaged for Anarchy, but it doesn't come with the actual custom patches. So it is basically an original 3.3.5 client with a few minor tweaks outside of the MPQs. So nothing too major. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Boom. Let's go. Boom. Right here. So I'm here at Fusion CMS. I'm just gonna update the link here. So we're no longer using WowDL. We're using this link right here. Download WoW 3.3.5a ENUS client. Let's go ahead and update that text. Boom. And then I also want to say right here for the OneDrive, I want to say recommended, because I know submit page, and let's go ahead and refresh. Boom, recommended ENUS client. So this works now. Boom, you do that, takes you to OneDrive, and you can download Anarchy WoW 3.3.5a ENUS. But of course, you still have to download the Anarchy WoW game files. This is really just the client. So there we go. That works now. That's something I can knock out of the way. And OneDrive recommended because Mega does not do a good job at downloading big files. Okay, let's get to the meat of the stream. Pause. Let's get to the source. Alright, let's get to the world boss. So, you know, something I find really cool about doing these streams, developing Anarchy live, is that you guys really get to have a hand also in what you think it should become, and then those of you who are here actually get to shape the game. Like, I'm gonna ask you guys right now, what do you guys want this world boss to drop? And I think we can go ahead and make a small list of that together. There it is, WoW Emulation Assistant. But we'll go ahead and make a list of that together. I was gonna say not even on Notepad++, on Notepad, but let's stick to ++. Alright, so world boss loot. I'm thinking it should drop a mount. And we're gonna create all these right now as well. Like we're gonna make them out, make the items, etc., etc. An unusual but fun trinket. Okay, so trinket. Say like fun trinket. And I remember last time, Minx, if you're still here, we were talking about the loot, and I'm pretty sure we came up with some cool ideas as well. We said, I think we said basically dropping like it should drop. Well, let me ask you guys this: should it drop the best thing in the game? When I say thing, should this world boss drop an item that is the best in the game? Right, Minx? Yeah, we did talk about some cool stuff back then. We said something about armor and offset gears, like fit rings. It should drop like the best. I wanted to say weapon, but I almost don't want to say that because I don't know if that should be the case or not. What do you guys think? I'm gonna list out everything I see right now. No, any ideas you guys have, I'll write it down. It should drop some BIS, or is that BS? I can't read that. Prop drop something. Oh, best in slot. Okay. I thought you said we got, just make it drop some BS, bro. Okay, cool. Best in slot. Okay, so the best item for a specific class specialization. In this case, we said an ice-related item. That's right, that's right. Oh, you're jogging my memory. Because it is an ice-based boss. This would be great if it does drop ice-based, ice-themed items. Ice-related item, it's a ice world boss or an item that has an ice effect. Ice effect, that's right. Okay, so let's just say these are the items, and then here are like effects. Ice frost effect. Ice frost, okay. Best in slot. Okay, so if we're gonna do that, then what best in slot items would best fit? If it fits to the theme of the boss, sure, but I wouldn't put a ton of BIS items to a world boss because that stuff belongs into an instanced raid. Exactly, that's the contradiction I was thinking of in my mind. Classic WoW had the problem that some guilds basically had the monopole on world bosses, and that wasn't really fun. Exactly, the fear that I have with the world boss is that if it has the best things, then people are gonna skip certain content. Although technically the game is designed to where you can't do that. You need to do the previous thing in order to do the next thing. But it still doesn't really balance correctly. If you can jump to a world boss, get the best thing, and then still go back, there won't be a reason to go back and do the smaller stuff. So I do think that's the case, and I need to pause that timer. Well, we're on work time. We're officially on work time right now, so that's cool. So it should drop a mount, it should drop a trinket, it should drop probably, let's say all the offsets, right? It should drop a ring, so finger, a neck, increase ice spell power by or chance on hit freeze target kind of thing. Ah, okay. I guess it could drop the best ice effects. I could even ask ChatGPT. As a matter of fact, I'll get all opinions. Maybe a niche BIS item for some kind of off spec. If Fire Mage is the best raid mage spec, let it drop a strong item for Arcane or Frost. Right. I see what you're saying. So I will say we can do weapons. So I wonder if the WoW emulation assistant bot is actually knows like all the items or not, or if it's more like the emulation aspect than it is the WoW. I mean, let's try. what? I'm gonna ask it some really generic questions. So if you guys are like, how does he not know this? I'm like, I'm just making sure. I'm making sure. I know some stuff, not all stuff. Are equipable by all classes. My keyboard definitely glitches. Can be equipped by all classes. So I'm thinking we should have like general weapons that can be equipped by all classes. It knows Wowhead, a lot of the WoW lore, etc. Oh, awesome. Okay. Okay, so we can put daggers, fist weapons, staves. Okay, well, I'm thinking a dagger, I'm thinking a staff, I'm thinking a sword, like probably let's do a 1H sword and then a 2H axe. If you guys see something that doesn't look right, let me know. But this is what I'm thinking. Let's categorize them. So these are like cosmetics, equipables, and weapons. That is already a good amount of stuff, but could do a wand. We could do a wand. Let's see. Okay. Probably at least one slot per class, so it's worth everyone to do that boss. Yeah, I do get that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. In that case, see, if I go to my dungeon loots the way I set up the dungeons, I basically got everything by item level. So I said everything from this item level to that item level. So I got the original items from the game, keeping the natural progression. What I'm thinking to do is that I could probably do the same process. But limit it to only one per item. So instead of all these, there will be like one per item. So I'll have all these drop, except for the main gear pieces. I guess that's another question. Should they drop main gear pieces, as in these 6? Wrist, hands, feet, waist, legs, chest. I think Minxie also did say this last time, and Cave, you're saying that right now, which is where just one per class. So there will be these 6, but only maybe like one of them is cloth. I wouldn't even say per class necessarily. It could be per type. So one plate, one cloth, one. Like let's say, for example, we can do chest, legs, chest, legs, and then probably hands and feet. I think that could work. Chest, legs. We could do that. We could do hands and feet. And then one of them could be plate. One of them would be cloth. And then leather and mail. Something like that. But then everyone that primarily wears plate, cloth, leather, mail, it should be able to tailor towards that. That's what I'm thinking. We can even throw a back, a cape, a sword, an axe, probably a bow. Let's see. I'm thinking that could be about it. That is a lot of loot already. I want to add more fun stuff, like other than the stuff you equip, like mounts. Maybe it drops a pet version of that mount. Some ideas I could probably get from the store. You have mounts, pets. I guess a transmog item or a costume? A costume could be pretty cool. Costume could definitely be cool. Costumes is just this new thing where you basically just get a morph. So that could be something it drops. Some more fun stuff is what I'm thinking. So I'll do a costume. A blue shirt. I won't lie to you. I think I already distributed all the shirts in the dungeons. Here we have shirt, I guess here. What? Oh, blue. Okay, I see why you said that. For the ice portion. Okay, I can see that. We could make it like a custom blue shirt, like a tailored for that reason. So we can do a shirt. Now, something I'll ask y'all is anything I should remove. Do you think there is too much going on here? That would be the question. It'll drop 4, 5, 10, 14. It'll drop 17 items. Now, of course, it's not going to drop them all at one time. It's going to have like a 30% chance, maybe even less than that, maybe 15% or 10% per item. So it'll drop like some items at a time, and you're going to have to like really try to aim for one item in particular. If it had too little, then people would get their item they wanted too easily. Right. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. So 17 items, really not that bad. I do agree. Okay, let's get started. So the way I'm thinking these should work, these are the only ones that I'm like, I need to be careful with. I mean, even the weapons. I guess all of them, except for these. I just need to be careful, like what stats does it use? Or like what's the information on that item? But let's see, so what I'm thinking of doing, do y'all think it should, the base like armor for these items, for these, and I guess the base like stats given by these items and these items for all these items, should I base them off of the last dungeon, dungeon 4? Yo, PvPing! Shout out to PvPing! What's good? Good to see you. How's it going, man? Work hard, let's go. You know what it is. We gotta get this work out of the way. Only way to do it. My brother, man, good to see you, dude. No cap. Miss you, man, miss you. It's been a long time. It's been like almost a week since we done this last. With everybody, honestly. But good to see you, PvP. Fire. We were just in the middle of doing some world boss stuff. I created this world boss last time. Now we're talking about what loot should I actually give. And to get you up to speed, we're talking about doing some ice frost based items and I'm gonna create all these right here to make them as loot. So if you have any ideas that you want to add in what this boss should drop as loot, all ideas are on the table. Now is definitely the time. I'm enjoying these feastables. Okay. So I was just asking you guys, for these items, what do you think they should be based off of? Should they be based off of, there are 4 dungeons, right? Level 40 to level 60, 5 each. So 40, 45, 50, 55. And then you get to 60 from the 55. So should these items be stronger than the last dungeon available? Should they be equivalent? Should they be equivalent to dungeon 1? So because the real benefit from them, I'm guessing, is going to be the effects. I'm going to have to make a spell that's attached to, you don't have to know the specifics, but I'm going to make an effect for the for each of these items, a frost ice effect. Between dungeon and raid item level. So raids have not been introduced yet. Right now there's going to be 4 dungeons from levels, I wonder if I finished the UI for this. Well, I still have to finish these UIs, but the first 2 are done. Actually, the first one's the only one that's done. But yeah, there's 4 dungeons. There's Forsaken Sanctum, level 40, Forgotten Crypts, level 45, Chasm of Burning Fury, level 50, Crystal Core Citadel, level 55. There are no raids yet. So if it would be between dungeons and raids, so in Anarchy, the way it's set up is that the dungeons get you ready for the raid. I mean, that's in every WoW. But I mean that once you finish this last dungeon, dungeons really are just for leveling. So once you hit that raid, you're not going to go back to doing dungeons. There won't be any more dungeons after this dungeon until like the next expansion. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. But basically down the line, when the level cap is beyond 60 and there's more leveling quests introduced, like, you know, the map moves on to this area or this area, that's when more dungeons and more raids will be introduced. But right now there's only 4 dungeons to get you to max level. So I am thinking, I'm thinking that the highlight of these items should not be the specs. Like, it should not be how much armor it has or how much XYZ stats. It should be the effect. That should be the attraction of the item, right? So it doesn't go beyond the dungeon items, but it's still above the, it's the best open world item. I think that's how I should say it, because this boss is in the open world and dungeons are like instanced exclusive content. So this should be the best open world content. So I'm thinking it should be probably equivalent to, let's say, dungeon 1. So I can copy like dungeon 1 items and then use those as a foundation. And then I can add in the custom effects on it. So they won't be the strongest items, but they will be the most unique items and the strongest for their spell effect. Does that make sense? Did I kind of lose you guys in that one? How do y'all feel about that? So what I'm thinking is going to dungeon 1 items. Right, let me go here to dungeon 1 right here, and let me show you guys an example. So here's the and I'll compare also the items so you can see what I'm talking about. I feel like I have a macro that just erases everything in my bags. Yeah, here it is. Boom. Okay, hold on. Let me do something real quick. I'm really eager to get started, but I'm trying to just make sure I have a good foundation before I just jump into it. $700, add. I guess that's all I need. Snowy Griffin. Let me not delete everything. Let me just delete some stuff. Okay, so here's... Personally, I'm not sure if a world boss makes sense for players if their drop is only as good as the first dungeon they can enter during leveling. It's faster to run multiple dungeons than finding enough people for a world boss with loot on a similar item level. Okay, that I do understand. So it comes back to the question of, should this world boss have items that are better than the dungeon? I guess that would be the question. Better than all the dungeons. You know what? I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, right? Yeah, it should. Because this is like end game content. So I guess it should not be equivalent to leveling content. World bosses are, you said it, yeah. World bosses are aimed to be end game and better than dungeons since it takes more effort and people to do it. That's right. And you need to be well geared in order to do it. So we're on a universal agreeing here that this should have better items than the ones given in the dungeons. Most likely, I don't want to say anywhere in the entire game so far, but probably. Like, this will probably be equivalent to... Alright, let me ask you guys this. Should this world boss give items that are higher or equivalent to the max level quests? Because if you look at this list... let me make it more visible. If you look at this list, we have... I actually can't read it. I can't read my own list. But I'm going based off memory here. We have world boss, and then down the line you'll see it says quests, max level quests, and max level rewards. So there should be so this world boss is for level 60 content. Yeah, not better than raids. That's true. Raids, when we introduce raids, that should be better than everything else. I definitely get that. Yeah, okay. Just like Cave said. Okay. So, but I'll still ask you guys this. Do you think that this world boss should give better or equivalent to the max level quests? Max level world boss, max level quests. Which one should be higher than the other, or should they be the same? In WoW, the item levels are usually like raids, world boss, dungeons, quests. Okay. I think we can definitely do this. So here's what I'll do. Here I'll basically create... So item level 65 is the end of the dungeon. So instead of dungeon 5, we'll say world boss 1. Probably just world boss for now. It's the only one. And it'll be from 65 to 70. Right, so it should be a higher max level. You gotta see it as what would be more worth it to do. Not many people would do the world bosses other than for the exclusive items like mounts if quest gear was on par with its gear. Right. The thought here is, why should you as a player waste your time and find 25, 40 other players for a world boss if you can just do a quest in 15 minutes and get a similar item? That's very true. That is very, very true. Okay. I guess something I'm thinking anyways is that most quests, the max level quests, are not going to be No, 100%. Forget what I was just saying. You guys are right. The world boss should definitely be better than even the max level quests. And then the raids would be the top tier. That's 100%. I get that. I appreciate that for clearing it up for me. Okay. So... Okay, I'll just share what's going on through my mind. Making the world boss before making the quests, the max level quests, could propose a challenge down the line. Because if I find myself needing to make several quests, max level quests, I might hit the world boss content. And I need to go back and update the world boss content. So in the right order, I should technically do the world boss loot down the line after I finish the other loot. But I don't think I need to look at it that seriously. I think instead what I could do is plan it out right now. So, and then of course I think to update the world boss content if needed, the loot, I mean, wouldn't be that hard down the line. So it doesn't have to be that stressful. So let's say that this item level, we're gonna save this slot. Like this is the natural progression, right? This is how I've been progressing it. So to continue that natural progression, after dungeon 4, now I know Cave, you said that the quests would be less than dungeons. But in this case, these questing is going to be the max level questing. So it has to come after the dungeon because dungeons get you to the max level. So that would be the case. And I think I'm also thinking about it in a way where this is going to be like a pretty... To make max level quests, I'm going to do it basically in each zone. I'm going to give the player another reason to go back around the map. So I'm going to need enough content to progress the player. Enough loot. Enough quest rewards. So a way to do that... Let me see something real quick. So... let's see what item level is tier 1. Let's just take a look at like Paladin. I'm most familiar with them. So we'll go for the... let's just look at the chest. That counts only for max level dungeons. Sorry, I'm catching up on what you said. Lower level dungeons are fine to give worse gear than level 60 quests. Right, okay. At least in example, Wrath and Vanilla. Some lower dungeons even give pre-raid best in slot. Gotcha, okay. So I might not follow the regular progression. I mean, here it says level 6, item level 66. That is true. Okay, we'll ignore that for now. It would kind of save me, to be honest, down the line if I did do the max level quest before the world boss, since the world boss comes after max level questing. So let's see if we can just plan this out. So let's see. Well, you can always put this on hold till then. No rush to get this done. True, true. That makes sense. I mean, I could just move World Boss down in the list. It doesn't have to be in that order. Let me see something. Let me pull up this list on my phone so I can see it a bit better. Okay, so yeah, I guess I need to restructure the to-do list because some things are off. I didn't actually place it in the right order, at least for what's remaining. The first part, that is in order. The dungeons and player spells, those are exactly in order. Now everything after it, I think achievement still is last because I need to have everything ready in order to calculate the achievements. It's easier to build up rather than skip a step then go back later. Exactly, yeah, that's true, that's true. Okay, so as much as I would like to cross off the world boss because the script is already finished, it will be easier down the line to scratch it off because all I need to do is the loot. So let's do some revamp here. Let's hit the drawing board one more time. I'm gonna see if I can do this. So bear with me, guys. I appreciate y'all's patience on this. So we have world boss, elite bosses. So everything that's remaining on the list, I'll make it a little easier to see here. Everything that's remaining on the list, we need to sort it in an order from the best loot to the least loot, or probably the opposite, the least loot to the best loot. So what's the right order from the least strongest loot to the best loot available? And achievements, we'll just leave that to the end. Don't even worry about that. So here we have, let me copy the exact list so I can just paste it after. Here we have this list, and off of that list we have these remaining. So I'm thinking we can see, so elite bosses, that will have to come before world boss because that's not as strong. Challenges, I think it still has to be before world boss. Technically world boss just needs to be moved all the way down. I think that's really it. Elite bosses, so let me explain challenges so you guys can think which is the best order. Challenges is really gonna be just custom scripted events. So one of the challenges I have so far is where you can spawn in the zone and then fight as many enemies as you can within 1 minute, and then you either get like no rank, you get bronze, silver, gold, or platinum. It's that's basically the thing about it. And based on those you get different rewards. So I think those rewards should probably be, Am I tripping? It should actually be like this, huh? I'm gonna remove this because technically max level quests is the rewards. So the max level quests would be the least rewarding thing, least powerful rewards. Then elite bosses is stronger than quests. Then challenges is more than elite bosses. I think so because they're much more heavily scripted, and it's a lot more than just killing one open world thing. And then world boss, and then achievements. I think that sounds like the natural progression. How do you guys feel about that? I'm gonna remove rewards because it's kind of implied. I think this makes sense. If anybody has an objection, let me know, and I'll be glad to tweak it up even more. But this means that right now I need to work on max level quests, and kind of interested to see how far I can go with that in one stream. Okay, so I think that's the new order right there. Make sure that looks right in the stream. Right. Right, okay. So, max level quests. I've actually been interested to work on this max level quest, because I think that's actually a very exciting part to work on. So, Union Tower is the place that you end at when you're level 60. You basically... Union Tower is the highest level in the area, in the map. You see, you get your dungeon quests. They go from one council member to the other, and then you end with this guy, and then you come back here and give him the quest. So you'll be in this area when you're in level 60. So here's what I can do. Let me get my character up to speed real quick. See, I got raid already on the way. It's not in development yet, but it's planned. Alright, I'm gonna kind of zone in here so I can get some actual work done. Let's do this. I'm gonna reset the timer just so I can actually go by the time. So for the next 50 minutes, I'm gonna be really locked in and trying to do as much as possible. Let's do it. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I haven't read YouTube chat. I'm tweaking. There was YouTube chats and I haven't read them. I'm so used to the Twitch chat because I can't put them both on the screen at the same time. Dang, I feel so bad. Okay, I'll still read them. Someone said to use the best weapons, and then someone also said, what about a bag with a lot of slots or stats? I do think a bag with slots actually is a really cool idea. That's a very good idea. So I'm gonna put a bag. Okay, I got the chat going. I'm looking at both of them right now. Alright, back to it. Let's get it. I'm not gonna get caught lacking again. Got y'all. I got you, Semi, no problem. Yeah, it's like kind of tweaking to like look at both chats at the same time. Sometimes I get caught up, but yeah, I got you. All right, so I'm doing the I'm just gathering the loot that I'm going to use right now. Kind of lagging, I'm not gonna lie, but it's alright. Alright, I thought I wasn't live anymore for a second. Because my computer is all types of slow right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of impossible to maneuver through the computer like this, but we'll make it work. My computer is all types of freezing right now. It's like almost impossible to do this. I don't know if it's the streaming. I don't know if it's like just my computer sucks. I really have no clue. But my entire OBS is just frozen right now. And my browser is frozen too. I mean, the game is working. Task Manager doesn't want to even open. I deal with this stuff so often, but I feel like it's double downing because of the stream. So I'm not sure if I should just restart the stream, which I really don't want to do. I'm pretty sure I'm live still. Yeah, but it's just the screen. Alright, that's cool. I'm reading the chat, I'm seeing you. But